Welcome to the NCC Greenbelt, Trail 24. Someone on Reddit suggested that I come here and take a look at the tree damage. I posted a video of the area around Stittsville and the Trans-Canada Trail and the lookout at the swamp, where there's thousands and thousands of trees that have been blown over by the Derecho that happened a few years back. Actually, it's just about a year. It was May last year. And then a number of other trees fell after the ice storm of early April. So they saw that video and said I should come here and take a look because apparently there are a great many fallen trees. So that's what we're here for today. It's beautiful weather. Nice and sunny, not too hot, a perfect spring day. Let's see what we can find. Well, this trail is currently impassable due to the small creek flowing down it. So currently we are right here at point E, and we are headed to right around here. That's where apparently the trees have been all destroyed. We'll see what we can find. I want to take a moment to thank the person on Reddit who was kind enough to send me this area to go to. It is beautiful here. I don't know if I necessarily would have come here on my own, and wow, it's very nice. So if you have any suggestions for places around the National Capital Region, even a little bit up into Gatineau, anywhere that the OC Transpo or the STO can reach, I will go and take a look and make videos anywhere in the area, whether it's a construction site or a nature thing that you want to see. Leave a comment down below and I will be sure to add it to my list and try to tag you once, or comment or whatever, let you know once I make the video. You can always subscribe and see that if that's something that you feel like doing. For now I have to film with my phone because no matter how much I try, I cannot walk anywhere near as stably using the regular camera. I'm gonna have to get, what's it called, one of those camera gimbals, which are massively expensive. There's one tree that's fallen there. Not sure if that's ice storm related or what, because I've never been here before. Forgot to bring my spectrometer to check the natural background levels of the rock around here. Such is life. It's beautiful though. Nice dry day. I mean, I do love the rain. I do love recording the rain, but it makes it difficult for other types of videos because I can't fly the drone in the rain. And I have to try to keep the camera dry so that it doesn't get broken or whatever. Here's the Trans-Canada Trail. It used to be an old train line. It's super straight for a long distance. It's a very popular biking trail. I can't wait to get a bike again. You know who kept mine. No matter. I will get another soon enough. There's one tree that's down. Kind of a whole stand of trees that came down together. You can see there's a fair bit of brush that's been cleared. Based on the age, I'd say this is all from the storm last year. A lot of trees just falling right over. I believe we're getting to the area of destruction mentioned in the Reddit post. Well, there is what looks like an unofficial trail at the exact direction that the person said to go. So let's check this out and see if it goes more than 10 feet, which it doesn't look like it actually does. Interesting. Wonder how many people have come through here, walked this far, and realized it's not a trail, to the point where there's a trail to here. Very strange. I see more down trees up in that direction. We'll have to go over there. Nice little trail to nowhere. This doesn't look so much like a really good trail, but it's on the map at least, so this is the direction that we have to go to get to the spot with all the downed trees. Hopefully it's not too muddy. But it appears many people come through here on the bikes, so. It's a little soft, but not too bad. Some more down trees up here. I like that I don't have to go climbing through the brush. It's a halfway down the tree. It's peeling up from the bedrock. That tree is still alive. I think. It looks like it is. It looks like the leaves have opened up. There's a much thinner forest than the last one. Wow. These roots are very shallow. The bedrock is very close by, so they don't have much to dig into. And they have been blown over fairly easily. Those ones are toppled just like dominoes. A lot of partially toppled trees here, blown sideways. This forest is weirdly thin. Wow, look at those. See if we can get a little bit closer. That's a big one there. Wow. A big, heavy tree. The bark is quite thick on this. I'm gonna go back to the trail. I don't want to do too much bushwalking today. I've got the backpack and good camera and camera bag and other things all through the backpack. Ugh. Makes it difficult enough to walk through the nice forest. There are maple saplings everywhere. Makes me wonder, why are there so many tiny maples and no big maples? They must get shaded out by the tree canopy once the leaves fully grow in. Coming up to the pond that is on the map. There's one lone pine tree amidst a bunch of deciduous. Beautiful. Gotta get over to some area with some clear sky to be able to get the drone above the trees and look around. I think we can do that by the pond. Not sure. There's almost no holes in the canopy here. Very damp here. It's been quite rainy and wet this season. Don't know how easy it'll be to get through here. I don't know about this. Can you imagine how many mosquitoes there'll be here in a short period of time? These trees are really tall. I don't see any place to take off the drone. And I don't feel like walking over there. It looks like it's technically possible, but there's a high chance of getting wet. I'd rather not get wet. It's already slippery enough walking along the trees here. See if there's a spot to take off and fly over here. Maybe where one of the trees is down, we can take advantage of the canopy hole. Go back over to those really big trees that are fallen. This forest floor is very lumpy. Bedrock must be very close. And it's piles of soil on top of boulders. and the 7,500 little maple saplings. So far as I can see, there's definitely more trees destroyed over in the Stittsville area, but I haven't gone very deep into this forest. There's a whole line of them that looked like they got domino toppled here. Yeah, there's some holes in the canopy. We can fly up here. Alright. Time for drone video. Holy crap, that's a lot of broken trees. I thought at first that this section of forest wasn't going to be as bad as the one over by Stittsville, but I was just looking in the slightly wrong area. Wow! I'm going to have to try to get closer to it on foot and see if we can walk around there. There's definitely a lot of water. It's much wetter there than it is in Stittsville, so we'll see what we can find. Gonna backtrack down the trail over back to the NCC 24 and then circle around the pond because it looks like that's the best way to get there. Wow. This is one of the biggest old oak trees I've seen in a long time. It's huge. You need a bunch of people to wrap yourselves around this thing. Holy crap. This oak tree is gotta be older than the country. And I do mean older than the country of Canada. There's no way that this tree was not already here when we first arrived in this area. Well, Europeans, I guess, but wow. That is beautiful. Here's another giant oak tree. This one's not doing as well. I think it's an oak tree. It looks like one. Oh yeah, definitely. Based on the dead leaves up there still attached, it's definitely an oak tree. Nice. Alright, now we're at Waypoint 24C, which is right here on the map. And we're gonna go this way and around and back up here to see the broken trees, which is this direction. We got a bit more evergreens here, more pines. Oh, this is mostly a deciduous forest compared to the one over by Stittsville, which is mostly evergreen. Wow. Beautiful tunnel under the trees. Tunnel of trees. I imagine it would be very dark here once the leaves all grow. It's mostly maples. Many maples everywhere. Enough pieces of tree broken around here. We'll be coming up to the zone of destruction soon. Recharging the drone battery a bit. We might fly it a bit more, we'll see. There'd probably be 10 million mosquitoes here once the gets just a little bit warmer and later in the year. Let's check out the side trail. See where this goes. We got some cedars here. I don't expect this side trail to go very far. Probably just to access the pond. Beautiful pond. Actually, it does go a little farther here. We shall see. That's a huge vine there. Many cedars. The trail is splitting, becoming smaller every time it splits. This path might be too wet. It's a great deal of rock and moss. What a lovely trail. Yeah, we've come to what appears to be an impasse due to water. Shan't go any farther. Let's check the other branch of the trail and see where it goes. It's a very wet forest here. This would be an absolute wonderland of mosquitoes. In a few weeks, I suspect, it will be a wonderland of mosquitoes. Wonder how this pile of wood got here. It looks like people put it here on purpose, but I'm not sure. I don't suspect this trail will go much farther. It's getting smaller and wetter. You can tell for sure. That's a big old dead birch tree. Well, half dead. Wow. I mean, this technically looks like it's trail, but it's turning into not trail soon. Wow, look at that giant toadstool. Nice. Yeah, let's head back to the main trail and continue on that way. Now we're back out at the main trail. Shall continue on. The big pond is around in there. On the map it's titled The Pond. I bet they had as much trouble naming that as they had naming Mud Lake. Great thought went into that. Wonder what this trail used to be originally, why it was made into a trail. If anyone knows, please let me know in a comment. I'd love to learn more. I suppose I could take a look at the historical aerial photography of the area. Cardinal! You can recognize their sound, they go that. Not very good at it, but you hopefully get the idea. Man, I wish I brought my spectrometer. How did I forget it? Sadness. Alright, we have come to another waypoint. We're now at marker D. Let's check the map. Waypoint D. It's right here. Now I wish to be at Waypoint E. It's interesting. It has been scratched off by people pointing at it so much, just like I did. Apparently it should be right here that the destruction of the trail or the forest has happened. There's an unofficial trail going north here. I have to check the map to see if that's where I'm supposed to go. It is not where we're supposed to go. So we'll leave that for another day and continue on this way. I very much would like to get a Steadicam to be able to use the good camera. I mean, the Pixel 7 Pro has nice color and 60 frames per second, but it doesn't have the beautiful microphone setup or the dynamic range that my Canon does. It's not quite as good quality video either. Ooh. Wow. I'm not sure what kind of woodpecker this is. I'm gonna switch to the other camera. I tried to get a video with the other camera, but someone on their bike came zooming through and the bird flew away. Such is life. I don't own a trail. Someone's sunglasses. Oh, there's some broken trees there. Be very damp in there. Another pair of sunglasses. These ones are broken. Here. Here we have a great pile of mud. So what's the best way around? The edge, it appears. A few broken trees in there. According to the map, we should be getting to the area quite soon. Here we have a bunch of very specifically spaced spruce trees, or no, pine trees, not spruce. And a plaque with nothing on it. This appears to be a managed forest that has been rebuilt. Maybe it used to be a field. Yeah, the trees appear to be in rows. This means they have been placed here. Yeah. Pine trees. Pine trees in a row. The sound is quite beautiful. You can see off in the distance in the forest there are trees that are broken. Not to mention this one right here. Butterfly. Couple of smashed pine trees. Definitely some destroyed trees over there. I'm gonna double check the map to see where we are. Well, you know that part where I said we weren't supposed to turn down that path? It looks like we were supposed to turn down that path. So here we will have to go left and back towards the path we were supposed to go in the first place. Here we are at 24E. Right here. We want to be over here on a path that is not marked. So we're going to turn here and go towards F, which should take us towards the zone of destruction. I have somehow managed to walk in a giant circle around where I'm trying to be. I feel like we're getting closer to the zone of destruction due to the number of trees on the ground here. Oh yeah, there's a almost tripped on our route. Wasn't looking where I was going. There are many broken trees up here. Many sideways trees too. This would have been impossible, or nearly so, right after the storm. Oh wow. The tree with the marker on it did not survive. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of trees on top of it too. Wow. Here is the zone of destruction. Wow. Ice storm probably didn't help anything here. Why many of the trees are sideways, but not quite all the way down. Wow. Open sunlight over there. That is crazy. There's more trees than there is forest floor. That's totally impassable. can't even, I don't even want to try to imagine walking through that. Wow. Ripped right out of the ground. I'm gonna try flying the drone here. I've got a bit of battery left. Wow, once again, holy crap, that's a lot of broken trees. But I believe we have found what we were looking for. I'm going to continue walking down this path back towards the entrance of the location. Let's see what can be seen. Thank you for coming on the journey with me. Be sure to click the like on the button if you enjoyed this, and that will help algorithm go burr, and hopefully soon I will be able to afford a nice steady cam for the proper camera. I won't have to do this with my cell phone. Isn't bad with the cell phone, right? I'm sure there are many people throughout the world that would dream of having a phone camera this good. So I am very fortunate, blessed, whatever you want to call it, to have this phone camera. But it could be bad. There's always room for improvement, you know? Someone was naughty and had a fire in the no fire zone. This is beautiful. I love this. I mean, I can imagine why they had a fire here. This is a gorgeous place to be. It'd be wonderful to camp out here. But this is also a no camping zone. Camping and fires are not allowed. Also, dogs are not allowed from September to the middle of April. Although I doubt people respect that. Who can tell? Who can tell? This is a wonderful little path to walk down. I love how there's stairs made out of bedrock. It's almost like walking down a sidewalk. There's so much rock. This is right on the bedrock. There's no gaps in this rock. Now we've come back to the Cedarwood. I hope I don't come across the other side of the path I decided not to walk on because of too much water. As I recall, there were no orange path markers on that path, so this should be fairly safe from the liquid incursion into the boots. I mean, I've got good boots, but they're not perfect anymore. And, well, I did see somebody walking by just recently with their dog and their sneakers, so I should have nothing to worry about. Plus, we're a fair bit higher than the water now. There's a squirrel. Hey, squirrel. What a gorgeous place. Bedrock and roots. There's a whole section of spruce trees blown over there. Can't really see it through the forest very well, but yeah, That is a thing. Spruce forests are very nice for walking in. Oh, there's a little baby creek here. Looking a little damp here. Oh, that's cool. It looks all dry up there. And you come over here, and there's a fair bit of water running through it. I'm gonna walk around down this way through the dry area. This looks a bit like ice storm damage. That was quite an ice storm. I don't know how much I would enjoy taking a bicycle through here, but a lot of people have. I'm glad the trail is marked. For a while it is easy to see most of the time, other times not so much. Looks like we got some more area down the trees. It's quite easy to turn your ankle if you don't pay attention to the ground here. I should tie my boots a little tighter. I hear the road. Wow. I love this forest. If you know more forests I should check out, let me know. It doesn't have to be destroyed forests. Just regular forests. Especially with all the bedrock outcroppings. There's still many paths, side paths in here that I did not travel. Someone was nice enough to put down some trees to walk across the mud on. But I think it's actually better to go this way. It's a very damp area. Looks like many people have walked through this tree. Excellent. Squish, squish, squish. This place is kind of a mess too. Down the trees, turned into fungi. Let's see. That's passable. These are from the ice storm because they're freshly cut. That was an intense ice storm. I think I said that already in this video, but it was. Okay. Backpack, camera, cell phone, camera bag, walking down a pole. I did it. No falling in the mud. Yay. Oh my. It's not as bad as the other place, but it's still quite the mess. Trees and broken branches and logs. This looks like a fresh one too. Wow. You hear that? That's a squirrel. A little red squirrel making that noise. It sounds kind of like a bird, but it's a mammal. I have come back to the forest of pines that appears to have been planted by peoples. Some years ago. Not sure how long it takes to grow pines this size. I would suspect several decades at least. Maybe the 80s? I don't know. A bunch of dead pines here. Interesting. Have they been eaten by beetles? Don't see the telltale tracks of the typical beetle infestation. Oh, this one has. This pine tree was eaten by beetles. So was this one, and this one, and this one. Oh, interesting. This would be really neat to come back once the leaves have grown and with about 10 pounds of bug repellent. I imagine the flies, black flies, and mosquitoes would be a horrifying type of torture. Go through here without repellent or a thick layer of mud covering your skin and your hair, and anything with a single layer of clothing is still not good enough, so you can bite through that, especially if it's a thin layer. Must be getting close to the road. And the bus stop. Definitely take it for granted that you can just hop on a bus and come out to a place like this while living in a townhouse in the middle of the city. Well, it is a gorgeous place to be. And there's much wildlife and many birds. Not sure how much space I have left on my phone for videos. This one has ended up being rather long, but it's a beautiful walk. Hopefully you like it. Enjoy the walk. I know many people are unable to get out and see the places that there are to see. Oh wow. That ice storm broken. Well, I see what appears to be a building through the trees, which means I am close to the bus stop. I'll show you which bus stop I take to get here. The orange marker says to go this way. It's quite a path for no markers. Another tree eaten by beetles. Many beetle-eaten trees, and who knows, the beetles might eat all these trees in the next few years. They might all be dead, which is unfortunate. But the beetles are moving into many areas and eating many trees. Especially out west, the forests are being eaten by beetles, being burned by fires, and turning into grasslands and steppes and things like that. The forests will be no longer. They say we have sown the wind, aka carbon dioxide, and we are reaping the fire whirlwinds, the forest fires and related things. This morning there's over 100 fires out of control in Alberta. This is one of those El Nino years, I think it is now. The oscillation is making hot and dry conditions in many places. The heck are these giant... What is this McMansion craziness? They do look like they might be duplexes, but what the crap are these? This is not the way I came in. These buildings are ginormous. I guess living on the edge of a greenbelt makes people want to build huge, giant mansion, McMansion-y things. Oh, that's nice. Guy's got a big dog and multiple knives on him. Okay, bro. Whatever. 2 knives, not just one. Here we are back up at Robertson Road. I'll take a look at the signs for a second. The upside down world of red-breasted nuthatch. Sentieri Rideau Trail, footpath from Ottawa to Kingston. The NCC Greenbelt. Go ahead, where's the bus stop? This is the old train line. It's now the Trans-Canada Trail. We are not going across. To find the bus stop. You'd think there'd be one right next to the trail, but I think I have to go over here to find it. This is an old train bridge. quite the massively strong bridge for what is now a footpath. There's the bus stop. We'll find it soon enough. I see a bus stop up ahead. Wow, that's the westbound stop. So it should be. Yep, there it is. Right past the person, and dog. We'll go up there and see what the bus stop number is, so you can know how to get here if you want to come and hang out and check out the forest yourself. And then I think that'll be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, you are a true fan, and you are much appreciated. Be sure to click the thumbs up button, algorithm go burr, etc. What a nasty looking wall. And you can see there, it's a total facade wall. It's made to look like painted bricks, but what is it actually made of? Plastic. Dreadful. Nasty. There's a chip truck there. I wonder if it's any good. Fusion Kitchen. LE's Fusion Kitchen, I think? I'm not sure. Can't quite tell from here. So, the bus stop here is... see shortly, very shortly. So 88 to Herdman, bus stop number 0913. Well, thanks again for watching. Sure to like, subscribe, all the things, and we will explore more. Also, if you know any more places for me to go check out the forest, leave a comment. Thank you very much. Cheers.